waiting for heroes? Are you waiting for sunsets to be a savior?
Hi everyone, welcome back to another week of weight loss Q&A. Sorry, my dogs are like running around in the background, so you might hear them like tip-tapping everywhere. Anyways, this week we have a lot more questions and I'm gonna try and get through as many as I can. Sorry I only had like 2 or 3 videos last week. I'm really trying to put out as many of these as I can, but you guys know I do have a full-time job. I am like writing an ebook and I'm doing a lot of stuff and trying to like just juggle so many balls in the air that I'm really just trying to make as many videos as I can to help you guys as much as I possibly can. Another thing that I just want to mention is that I'm not a doctor or anything. These videos are just my experience, what, you know, people ask me questions on how certain things worked for me, losing weight on a plant-based diet, and how I have lost over 55 pounds following a high-carb, low-fat vegan diet. Guys. So yeah, I'm not a doctor. I don't, you know, intend this to be medical advice or anything like that. Solely the point of these videos is to answer your weight loss questions and to help you guys on your journey and help clear up any confusion or other things that you might have. And I just want to share my experience with you and how I lost weight. All right, so today we're going to talk about salt, and this is solely salt in regards to losing weight. Okay, it's not, you know, hypertension or how healthy salt is or anything like that. It's basically, I just want to talk about how salt can be contributing to variations in your weight and how, you know, if it really plays a role in losing weight on a plant-based diet. So if you guys have any of my books or you followed me for any length of time, you know that I am not like a proponent of no salt, just because from my own experience, it didn't benefit me so much. So I'll just share quickly like my experience. So when I first went high carb, low fat, I went no salt, no oil, no fat, no everything. And I found, you know, through trial and error that for me, liking, you know, more savory foods and not being like a huge sweets or fruit person, that I really enjoy having salt in my foods. And I've done like a lot of research about it. And I honestly don't think that salt is detrimental to your health at all. Like people that were, you know, in the China study and things like that, they ate tons of salt. They were very healthy, very thin. It really just depends, you know, what you're eating with the salt. So studies like that have been done on hypertension and that salt raises your levels of hypertension and things like that. They're really outdated and they're done on people that eat standard American diet. So they're not done on like high carb, low fat vegans, obviously. For me personally, I do not think that salt plays a big factor in your weight loss. Now, anyone who's been a bodybuilder, like fitness model or anything like that, you'll know that of course you can manipulate your weight depending on how much salt you eat because salt does hold water. But salt, like the point that I am of this video is that salt is not going to make you gain fat. It can actually help you lose weight. And I say that because there's 2 different reasons. So for me personally, I find when I include salt in my meals are a lot more enjoyable. They're a lot tastier. I don't feel like I have to eat as much. And I feel like I compensate for the amount of water that I drink and it's not like dehydrating to me. I think as long as if you include salt in your diet, I have a few tips. Salt in your diet and you still want to be like really successful in weight loss and things like that, I would suggest don't cook with salt. So don't be putting salt like in your cooking when you're cooking it. Just add it to the very, very top of your meals when you're done. Just for like that taste, because if you are eating a ton of salt, it can really change your taste buds. So I think the world average for sodium intake is 3,000 to 3,500 milligrams a day, which is a ton, right? And I would say, you know, I probably eat maybe 300 to 500 milligrams per meal. So I'll eat maybe 1,500 milligrams of sodium a day. And I've done experiments where I've totally cut out salt, and in that week, I actually have a video on it, but in that week I lost 7 pounds. And it just wasn't worth it to me. So I think like if you want to cut salt out of your diet, you need to evaluate, you know, do you really like salt? Does it add to your meals? Does it make them more satisfying? And is it worth it to you to have a few pounds extra of water weight? Because, you know, you're not going to be like fat because you're eating salt. You're just going to have a little bit extra water weight. So maybe like 1 pound to 5 pounds of extra weight on your body. That is normal. That's not going to make you look, you know, fat or anything like that. But you're definitely going to be having a little bit more water weight on your body if you're eating salt than if you're completely cutting salt out of your diet. So for me, it's totally worth it to eat salt and include salt in my diet, just for like an extra little pudginess. I don't feel like I'm puffy or bloated looking or anything like that, and I really just love salt in my diet. So you definitely do not need to cut salt out of a high carb, low fat vegan diet to even be healthy or lose weight. You can cut it out and you're gonna lose weight. It's just a matter of physics because salt holds like 100 times its weight in water. But you really have to evaluate that for yourself. Are you satisfied eating, you know, no sodium or very, very low salt for the rest of your life? Because the second that you start eating salt again, you're gonna gain all the water weight back. So it's just a decision that you have to make, what your preferences are. You can lose weight eating salt, you can lose weight not eating salt. Just do, you know, what's the most satisfying to you. I found when I completely cut it out, I was eating way more food because my meals just weren't as satisfying to me at all. So I would just be eating like tons of like plain potatoes that had like really no flavor or anything like that. And if you guys, you know, have seen my Instagram or any of my recipes, I am just a total foodie. I love food and I really like my meals to be super satisfying and just very delicious. Like, I don't want to eat something that's boring, even if it is the healthiest thing on earth for me. Like, I'd rather have something that I can eat that I really love and enjoy, that's healthy, plant-based, made from whole foods. If it includes a little bit of salt, like, whatever. That's what is satisfying to me. So, all right, guys, so I hope that was helpful for you. Sorry, I kind of just ramble on in these videos, but I really, like I said, just want to share my experience with you, and I think that's why you guys ask me questions, because you want to know my opinion. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more weight loss Q&A, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!